Hey y'all, I'm Coach Moore at Harvard University, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit them up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
Ooh-wee, SLT Nation, welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. We are talking to rising stars in our community who are living out big dreams and doing big things. And oh my goodness, I don't know why I feel like just doing something with The Rock right now, KT, because we got us a good one in here. That's right. We got the head coach. Now, coach, you got to tell them, what is the official title of the head basketball coach at Harvard University? What is the official title? The Kathy Nelson?
Yeah. So it actually just went into effect. The endowment just went through this past year, but so it's the Kathy Delaney-Smith head women's basketball coach, Carrie Moore. So.
Hey, y'all heard it from her. Welcome her to the show. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Hey, we so excited. This is going to be a banger. Buckle up, fam. We're about to get into Coach Moore's story. But hey, before we do so, the first thing I want to do is I want to say thank you for coming and checking out the show. It means a lot to us. And allow me to introduce myself. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, Mr. Yeet himself. I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the head. Yes, sir. I don't know if we got the Kathy Delaney-Smith head coach on here, KT. I don't know if I can call you the head coach on this episode, brother.
Well, why should I even be here if I can't be the head coach of my own show?
I don't know, man. I don't know, Kevin, but you know I love you like a play cousin, man. You my brother for life. Hey, well, check this out. Before we get into Coach Moore's incredible story and tell you how we got to this journey, because I'm telling y'all, she been some places and she done some things. We need to pay the bills really quickly. So if this is your first time checking us out again, thank you. We want you to do us a small favor. Two small little things that are free 99, won't cost you a penny, but it'll help us to grow this show and keep this amazing momentum of 2022 just rocking strong. On the count of three, in Sports Life Talk tradition, we want you to smash that like button so this program can go out. Millions of people will have the access to this program. And then two, we want you to subscribe and stick around and become a part of our family. Coach Moore, can the folks at Harvard do that? I don't know. Me and Kevin, we ain't all that bright. You know what I'm saying? We just Louisiana. You know, Kevin, I don't even think Kevin really read that much. But listen, but we still want to rock with the Harvard folks because, hey, it's good to surround yourself with good people. So y'all stick around. Here we go on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's my favorite part of the show. Welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. We don't do followers. We don't do fans. We do family members, and you are now officially part of our family. Let's go, Coach Moore. Now, somebody told me back in the day, you had a wicked jump shot. They said you could get buckets, Coach. They said they still scared of you in Western Michigan. I heard they don't even want to talk your name.
Hey, they finally put me in the Hall of Fame, man. I swear. I put it out and all my family and my friends, everybody's like, what took them so long? About time.
Hey, what took them so long? All right, Coach, are you ready for the Sports Life Talk initiation?
Yeah, I am ready. What y'all got?
All right, let's go, KT. Heat up.
All right, B. Jones, why read a book when you can watch a movie? All right, Coach, and ncaaW and to the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to have to go some old school on y'all real quick. I'm a huge Usher fan. If I go to a concert, I can probably sing literally every word. A little more new school.
These are my confessions.
You know it. Superstar, all of it. Her, the artist, her R&B artist, her.
I like.
Just love her. I've seen her multiple times in concert. I'm gonna have to throw in some Beyonce in there. It's just there is no list without Queen Bee. Rihanna's coming back on the scene, performing at the Super Bowl. So I know it's been a minute since she's come out with something. She dropped a little something for us, for all the OG fans the other night. So that was a good day. And then last but not least, probably like old school Chris Brown, like before he starts dropping all these albums with like 50 songs on them. I'm talking about like the original.
Coach, before Kevin gives you his ranking, I just want to tell you thank you, because for the first time you in a long time, it's somebody I'd get in the car and ride with. We'd had Lil Durk and Lil Thundercat and Lil Wody.
Baby.
I don't know none of them.
King Bebop. I mean, it has been some crazy. Y'all go check out some of the top fives. Kevin, we might have to mash up all the top fives and put them out there on our social media one day so people can see them. But Kevin, what are you giving us, sir?
You know what? For Coach, and since I want us to seem like we're very smart, B. Jones, I'm going above 5. So I got to trust your counting skills, okay, sir?
Okay, here we go.
Give a 7. Give a 7. Give a 7.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cash me out real quick.
Cash you out. I like that.
All right, Coach. So give us your favorite sports teams.
Well, okay, so I'm from Metro Detroit area, so I'm gonna have to go, pretty much everything Detroit. We're not very good right now, unfortunately, but my family has the group chat, watches every Lions football game every Sunday. Always ends in disappointment, unfortunately, recently. And then Pistons, Bad Boys. Gotta throw out the Bad Boys in there, yeah, I mean, those are my top two. But, I worked at Michigan last year, so I'm a huge, Michigan men's basketball, Michigan women's basketball fan. And don't tell anyone that I worked with last year, but I actually grew up watching a ton of Michigan State men's basketball. Tom Izzo is the man. Tom Izzo.
Well, Kevin, guys, it's funny you say that, because Kevin is about to put you in a pressure cooker in a second. So keep going, KT.
You put too much pressure on me, B. Jones. I mean, what's going on?
What we got? All
right. So, who is your favorite superhero and why?
All right. So, I have to admit, I'm not much of I'm not a huge Marvel or superhero person. But the one that comes to mind is probably Incredible Hulk. Mainly because he kind of reminds me of myself, because I can go from 0 to 100 real quick. And that's kind of my alter ego of myself, off the floor to when I stepped on the floor to now, on the sidelines. I get after it. I'm incredibly passionate, and just, I want to compete and want to win. And I feel like, that Incredible Hulk, he bulked up and, he's ready. He's ready.
All right. So for our question, you're going to be She-Hulk, Jen Walters. As you know, they have that series. So Marvel, we're giving you a plug, show us some love.
Okay.
Since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Okay. Well, I don't know if this necessarily goes with the Incredible Hulk, but Dreams and Nightmares is
Meek Mills
is always the walkout song. It's just nothing like it.
Yeah, Meek can do that. I mean, if it's pregame, playing some Meek, it'll get you fired up. Just whatever,
It's his voice and the energy. It's just what.
Yeah, it's the energy. It's 100% the energy. So
he got that effect on folks. So.
All right, Coach. So on behalf of the SLT Nation, we want to welcome you to our family. So, B. Jones, go ahead and take it away, man.
All right, Coach. Welcome to the family. You know what? I'm gonna have to use all the brain equity I got right now to try to get through this thing, because she coaching at Harvard, but don't let it fool you. She was an academic, All-American, all kind of stuff. I looked through your profile. I saw you believe in the book. So we're gonna incorporate all of that into this show here in just a second. But let's start this off. You could have told me backstage when I butchered Lathrop Village, Michigan. You could have just said it's Detroit area. You know what I'm saying, Coach? could have just said it was Detroit.
That's what I say all the time. But you wanted to like go direct.
That's what the Wikipedia said. Yeah. That's what the production team said. All right. So, Coach, tell us what it was like growing up out there in Detroit and falling in love with basketball.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I was born and raised. My dad is from there, from the West Side, and you know, it's blue collar. You know, that blue collar work ethic was instilled in me at a very young age. You know, just watching, you know, my mom and dad, you know, middle class, you know, family, you know, really make a whole lot of something out of nothing, really, and raise two awesome children, myself and you know, my older brother included, and you know, I love Detroit. I claim it everywhere I go, and you know, and just I'm so proud to rep it, and my family and friends that are still there, and you know, it just made me who I am. I you know, I'm all about the work. I'm all about the work and whatever I do, because that's just how I was raised. That was the example that I had growing up, and it's brought me to where I am today. So I know there's truth in it.
Hey, it's something. It's that lunch pail mentality up there in Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. Y'all doing real. Hey, that's right. Hey, I'm gonna go get me some buffs. Hey, can you see me in with a pair of buffs on?
Hey, yeah, get them. You gotta get them.
All right, cool beans. So you went on to play. We talked about it. You teased it up a little bit. A Hall of Fame basketball career. So when did you start hooping? Tell us a little bit about that maturation process of you going through the whole hoop, high school, college. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, so I actually grew up dancing. I was like a cheerleader and a dancer. You know, my mom wasn't. She wasn't, you know, a basketball player. She wasn't really much into sports other than cheerleading. So that's where she put, you know, her only daughter, and that's where I started. But I have an older brother. He's 3 years older than me, and he was always in the gym. You know, he grew up having hoop dreams, and you know, he's a left-handed. He's a lefty, so people called him Lefty. That was his nickname. So I was always in the gym with him, like, you know, just wanted to be, you know, close to him and his boys, and you know, so I was always Lefty's little sister growing up.
Right.
And doing anything, you know, I possibly could do to be like him, you know, and his teammates. And then, you know, right around kind of middle school time is when one of my best friends who lived 2 houses down from me, you know, I'd be out in the backyard just messing around, and I'd look down and she had a hoop in the backyard, and she'd be out there like getting up shots for her dad. And I was like, that looks kind of fun, you know?
Right.
You know, I'm a free spirit. I like to try new things. So I went down there, you know, was messing around with her and her dad. And I went down there a couple different times, and I went back to my parents and I said, Dad, this whole basketball thing, like, you know, I'm kind of into it. And they were playing in it was like a co-ed, you know, boys and girls club, kind of YMCA type league. And so I said, you know, can I join the team? And I did, and it was like, you know, it was love at first sight. Like, you know, we were playing against the boys, which is exactly where I wanted to be. And, you know, I was naturally gifted. It kind of came to me, you know, a lot quicker than it came to some of my other teammates. And I was just, you know, real rugged, real raw, just starting out. And then I couldn't put it down. And it went from, you know, me playing basketball to having to choose, you know, do I want to do this or do I want to stay on this competitive dance team? And because my mom's like, well, you can't do both. We don't got time to be taking you around all these, you know, all these tournaments and all these dance competitions. So you got to pick. And I was like, well, it's basketball, hands down, of course. Like that's easy. And that kind of started it. I mean, it went from, you know, something I liked to something I quickly just fell in love with. You know, that was right around the time, you know, Love and Basketball came out when I was a freshman in high school. And, you know, I was fortunate enough to a coach at a really good private school in the city, Detroit Country Day, came and saw me play at the middle school that I was at. You know, and he talked to my parents about, you know, applying for financial aid to come to this, you know, really prestigious academic school that just so happened to have a really good girls basketball team. So I ended up going to Country Day and kind of charting my own path there. My best friend that lived 2 houses down from me, she went to the school too. And we kind of, you know, we were a part of something incredibly special. We played for 4 state championships, won 2. And that's, you know, that's when it all started.
Dang. The only question I got to follow up all of that is, I ain't seen you in no TikTok videos. Can you still dance though?
Hey, yeah. I
Bit,
don't post on my own page. I just be like, trolling or whatever. But I'm on all my, if you look up some of my players, I'm on there. If you look up our team page, I'm definitely
I've seen her dance with some of her players, B.
Okay. So Kevin, you saw the dance moves. I just want to make sure, man, because we might have to have a little dance battle. You know what I'm saying? We do a little song.
We had a day last month, and we was getting after it.
Man, I wish I could talk a little bit more about your playing days. I know you had the opportunity to play in the national. You signed contract to play in the WNBA. Man, we want to follow up on this. So y'all just got to follow up. Maybe she'll answer some of y'all questions. But we got to talk about the coaching side of this thing, because your journey on the coaching process has just been crazy. Getting the opportunity to coach back at home. You're from Detroit, coaching at Michigan. And then, you get the opportunity to coach at in my opinion, probably the most prestigious university in the country, right? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your coaching journey.
Yeah, I was telling y'all before we started, is like, I've been fortunate enough to be at some really great places. To my first job out of playing was at Princeton, for 2 years as a director of ops before I got into actually being an assistant. But to start at a program like that was on the rise, is just such a phenomenal opportunity for me. And then, I was able to go to Creighton University. I was there for 5 years, and then, went back to Princeton for 3 years, and then went to North Carolina because our head coach at Princeton got the North Carolina job. And then last year, obviously getting to do what I love to do, at home, close to my parents, in front of my family and friends, making it to the Elite Eight. It doesn't get much better than that.
It don't get much better. The only thing that get better than that is Final Four, I guess. But
right.
Hey, but all America was watching y'all. It was. Y'all were right there. That was a great team. Michigan came out of nowhere for me. I know KT's a diehard women's hoops fan with the college level. But y'all shocked me. I was watching the whole time. Now, you look like you were about 28 years old, Coach. You were dropping 5 years at Creighton, 3 years at Princeton. Coach, how you can get all that done in 7 years, Coach?
Yeah. That's great. Hey, you know what they say? It don't crack, man.
It don't crack. No, I'm just messing with you, Coach. I'm just trying to have a good time. All right, Coach. Well, you know what? So when you go to a university like Harvard, me personally, I would never take on the coaching job at Harvard, because the challenge, right, of recruiting these individuals who have that's the fun part about the SEC. Everybody talk about the SEC, but let's just be real. All you got to do is be able to write your name in crayon, and you can get into LSU, right? So, but y'all got to recruit a certain type of character, a certain type of kid. Education in the classroom. They got to have community events. Tell us what it's like recruiting to Harvard for Harvard University.
Yeah, it's great because you get one. I believe in the place. I love Harvard. I'm incredibly passionate about what I do and who I get to work with every single day, from our staff to our current team. But the best thing about it is it has a name. It has a brand, right? Like, you say Harvard, everyone knows what you're talking about. There's depth to the name, and the degree speaks for itself. And now it's just really, educating people outside of the women's basketball world, and even within the business too, that, this is an opportunity for us to really build back a program that, for a really long time was the best team in the Ivy League. And so for us, we have an opportunity to recruit the best student athletes in the country. And I can call the number one kid, number one top player in the country. I can call top 50 kid in the country. I can call whoever it is and say, hey, I'm Coach Moore from Harvard, and I guarantee you they're calling me back because I say I coach at Harvard.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, there's different things that you have to take into account with it, not being a scholarship school and, things like that. And obviously you have to, you got to be a good student. You don't have to be a great student, but you got to be at least a good student, to get admitted. But it's a dream, man. It's a dream. We the type of person that we get to coach every day, for me is what, really makes the job incredible.
And you see that commercial, they be like 20,000 student athletes a year, and only like 1% go pro. I guarantee you, the 99% look over there and be like, "Dang, I wish I went to Harvard."
Totally.
Because you put them in some serious places. All right, coach. Now I gotta put you back on the hot seat. All right.
Okay.
Now you said that you emulated or you had a fond respect for Incredible Hulk. I ain't seeing it, coach. I ain't seeing the Hulk side come out. So I need one of your players to come on this show and tell us about Coach Moore, the Incredible Hulk. But I'm gonna let you tell us your version. Is there an intense? Is there a certain part of you, coach, that we just don't want to see the teeth come out?
Yeah. It's it would be a great day to ask him today, actually, because they saw a little bit.
They gonna watch this and be like, "Oh, he must have did that on Tuesday, last Tuesday."
Yeah, when the ball is tossed in the air, it's like I just as a player, it was like, I'm gonna outwork you, and as a coach, it's I have to instill in them that passion, that appreciation for outworking your opponent, and really focusing on the little things and doing the little things right, because at the end of the day, that stuff equates to winning. And it's been a process. Someone asked me what my word is for the month, because it's November 1, and I said patience, because I have to remind myself that it is a process, and this is a first season for all of us, and I think they're getting used to that Hulk that's within me. If y'all knew me at all, you would know that this raspiness that I got going on is not my actual voice. It's my
that's from practice. That's that practice voice. Okay.
Yeah. So trust me, there is definitely some Hulk in here. I know the smile and all that is throwing y'all off, but it's
Coach. Well, Coach, I know we got to push through this thing so we can get your people out of here in a decent time. But real quickly, this is you were an assistant coach for so long. We heard the resume. We clearly know that you were deserving of this opportunity. But how have you mentally kind of went into this opportunity? Is it have you kind of like, hey, let me see the lay of the land? Or are you attacking it? I mean, the first time head coach is kind of crazy, and you're not just a first time head coach. You are the Kathy Delaney-Smith head coach. So that's like a big responsibility for a first gig. You know what I mean? So how are you going through this and getting yourself mentally prepared for the job at hand in the season ahead?
You said, am I attacking it? And I am definitely doing that, with everything that I have. Like, that's just the competitor in me, that has always been there, and I don't really know any other way. Obviously coming from the programs that I've come from, that's instilled a certain level of expectation for myself, for our team, for our players. So I don't really care if it's year 1, year 2, year 10. We're coming in there to get better every day, and we're coming in there to compete and win basketball games. So I think our players would agree with that's the expectation.
All right. Well, you know what? It's time for you. Talked about walking into something with some competition. We're putting some spec on your name. It is that time of our show. Coach Moore, welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show where you are now officially calling all the shots. And me and Kevin, we're about to show y'all some brotherly love here in a competition. All right. Now, have you ever played the game called Would You Rather before?
I have. Yeah.
All right. So the rules are very simple. Both Kevin and I will pitch an option to you. You select one of those options. Whichever one you select, that host gains a point. The first host to get 2 points, or the best out of 3, will win this episode's game of championship rounds. And Coach, I'm hot like fish grease right now. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm on a nice little 2-game win streak. I'm feeling myself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say all on your mouth like liquor. We got to keep that thing. We got to keep that thing going.
Hey, John, can I plead my case real quick?
I don't see why you need to plead your case. Coach is an intellectual beast.
No, she is, but she's not sympathetic, man. Okay, Coach.
Yeah, what you got?
You know who Keith Sweat is, right?
I do, yes.
He's known for begging, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I know.
He's known for begging, and B. Jones he's on a 2-game winning streak, and I want to let you know that The head coach is the one that reached out to you. So I'm just
The
throwing that out there.
the assistant coach.
Hey, that's gonna give me a win. The assistant head coach on this show.
Just for today.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Round number 1. Coach, would you rather coach a player that becomes a head coach, wins a national championship, and say, hey, I'd use the Carrie Moore blueprint. She taught me everything I know. Or
Coach a player that became a Hall of Famer, and in their Hall of Fame speech tell you they wouldn't be here if it wasn't without your guidance.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with the head coach on that one.
oh, wait, you talk about the head coach, like
Not
KT
myself,
or me?
head coach. That head coach over there.
The head coach.
It's the wrong answer, coach.
I laugh at that.
Wrong answer, Coach Moore. I thought Ivy Leaguers got all the answers right. What is going on this show?
I gotta trust my gut. I gotta trust my gut.
All right. Here we go. Round 2.
I don't know why I laugh at it every time. I know it's coming. All right. Would you rather have Nike give you your own clothing line where the proceeds go to multiple basketball and academic scholarships in your name, or
have the Carrie Moore camp paid for and sponsored by Nike, which is an elite basketball camp that allows you to travel the nation during your off season and educate and influence the youngsters, the really young kids, on getting out and playing basketball. So you get to impact the game generations ahead of you.
For sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that one. For sure. The second.
She got that one right. Ding! All right, here we go. Round number 3. And for the win, would you rather host your own YouTube basketball pickup series where you get the opportunity to interview professional athletes while playing basketball one-on-one in the gyms that they grew up in, or
host your own cooking show where you interview athletes and celebrities as you eat at their favorite places to eat in their hometowns? But you don't have to do the cooking. They got a celebrity chef cooking for you.
Yeah, you almost lost me. Because I came back because you said restaurants, because I'm not much of a cook, but I am a foodie and I love going to restaurants. But I still don't think that trumps playing one-on-one with celebs on the courts. So I'm gonna have to go with mouth of the south.
yeah!
We love that sound.
Welcome to the Ivy Leagues, ladies and gentlemen. 𝐿MOTS. We in here.
You won that.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry,
Kevin.
Head coach.
Look at it, Kevin. Look at it, KT. It's heavy. It's so heavy. Coach is heavy. It's heavy. You're gonna be getting some rings and stuff pretty soon here too, Coach. I can't wait to see you holding up your heavy trophy and cutting the net. All right, Coach. Here we go. The title of the show is Sports Life Talks. You got next. Everybody rocking with you now, Coach Moore. Tell us, what does the future hold for you and your Harvard team?
I mean, I want us to take this thing to the top, man. I think, Harvard is the best Ivy League, and I want it to be the best women's basketball team in the conference. So I'm just excited for the process to get us there. And like you said, I'm trying to add some rings on the fingers, throw some banners up in Levites, and just really enjoy the teams that we have along the way, for sure.
Kevin, do I got time for one more? 30 seconds, Coach. 30 seconds. If we were to tune in to watch a Harvard basketball this year, what can we expect?
Ooh, we're gonna get up and down. We got a lot of threats offensively. We're gonna spread the floor, shoot it, drive it and shoot it. And we're gonna get after it defensively as well. So tough team. We're gonna work hard.
All right, y'all heard it. I can't wait to watch them.
Yeah.
So I like how you asked me a question, B. Jones, and give me a chance to answer it. I'd have told you no because I don't like you right now. All right, Coach. Do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah. I mean, shout out to all the fam, especially my parents back in Detroit. We talked about it. And then shout out to my 2 nieces. They're down in Orlando. Love them very much. And then of course my team and everybody involved with our program, our staff and support staff, and just all the coaches that I've worked for at the places that I've been. Really excited to watch all those teams get after it this season.
All right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story, and I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who are you giving your? Who are you nominating?
So quick question before I give you the answer. Does it have to be a coach? Or can it be?
I could be anybody.
So y'all from Dallas, so I'm gonna have to go with @dejakelly. I'm hoping that she has not been on the show, but
she ain't been on the show yet.
Okay, yeah, Deja is from that area.
We know who dejakelly is.
Yeah, we know who dejakelly is.
She's a hooper. Got to coach her for a season at Carolina before I went to Michigan. Y'all got to talk to her.
Well, now the coach, you can talk to her for us.
Yeah, I will. Y'all tell me what I need to do. I'll hook it up.
All right, Dejakelly, you are officially on the clock, but Coach Carrie Moore, you a gladiator. You are a titan. You are transcendent. Your energy is infectious. I can't wait to see Harvard hit that courts because I know you are going to climb to the top and you're going to escalate because Carrie Moore, you got next. SLT Nation, man, we in here like swimwear. I told y'all we was gonna keep bringing y'all heat. 2022 has just been crazy. Shows like this happening every week, and all y'all gotta do is smash that subscribe button and go check out the archives. Please do smash that subscribe button. Help us to grow this show. Help us keep creating these amazing platforms because we want more female coaches, especially our POC coaches, to get their voices heard and people to hear their stories because you never know who is watching this, and you can help us with that. Share. Send this to 2 or 3 people. There's a female out there that want to be a coach and they don't know the path. They can reach out to Coach Moore. We need you to help us out. And if you want to hang out with Kevin and I, like I said, we had the family every Wednesday night at 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. We stream live on YouTube. So all you got to do is smash the subscribe and the bell, and you come hang out with us. It is an interactive show. So we're going to hear your voice. We're going to hear what you got talking about. And you get to hear me roast Kevin for his horrible takes. So, that's how we typically get down. It's a great, fun show. Kevin, what am I missing, man?
Did I mention I didn't like you earlier in the show? I really.
Oh, you know what? T-shirts at Sports Life Talk. T-shirts at Sports Life Talk. Kevin is such a amazing head coach that he's giving away free T-shirts for everybody that goes to our IG page and tags in 5 people. So helping us to advertise our show, you tag in 5 friends, slip us your email and your address, and we'll send you over a Sports Life Talk T-shirt. We'll even get you the Harvard edition. You heard me? We'll get you. We'll put that color on you, that maroon. What color is that officially? Is it maroon, Coach?
It's officially called crimson.
Crimson.
Yeah.
Oh, crimson. Oh, man. I'm from Louisiana. I don't do nothing crimson, Coach. I don't do nothing crimson.
Yeah, we don't like.
But y'all on the spectrum. Y'all got the right color on it.
Oh yeah. We try. We
close. We're smidging off.
Yeah.
All right, KT, man. I know you're a little sour, Snoop, but I'm gonna let you close it out.
I'm more than a little, but Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us. I'm finally glad that we can get you on this show. And if you can do me a favor, in the next 5 years, I was talking to my son a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he wants to go to Harvard. He actually said that.
Wow.
So does Harvard have it where, like, if you have a relative or a kid that your kid can go there for free?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask about that one.
Because if not, you have a son here in DeSoto, Texas.
I got you.
You might not have a son in DeSoto, but you got 2 play cousins. That's there me and KT. No thank you so much for coming on the show.
No. We brothers and sisters, man. What are you talking
brothers and sisters. That's right. Hey, Coach, when does the season kick off? So everybody watching can know it's time to rock and roll. You on the precipice.
November 7th, we're at home against Rhode Island. Check us out, ESPN Plus.
Oh, we definitely watch.
I got that subscription too. All right, Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another because together we are better. And keep dreaming big because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
See y'all.
See what's crazy is I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag cause you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest. Hot in the room, podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom, you are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, it's a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking sports life, talking this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sports life, talking this.